What's up, Stretch Zone Broomfield? Hey, we are going into week 3 and week 4 of our critical tasks. So we had the first 2 weeks and we're gonna be going into weeks 3 and 4. Things you'll see, you might see some familiar ones and you might see some new ones. So with weeks 1 and 2, we had 5 tasks, and if we completed those tasks, we put a green complete under our name. If we failed it, it is red. So it's a complete or fail, much like the game of life. It's either winning or losing. Hate to break it to you, there's no participation medals. So if we did great at one of our tasks from the last 2 weeks, we're gonna get those off the table and move on to some new tasks, some new challenges. If we did not do great at the critical task, we are gonna see those again. So my whole reason for doing these critical tasks is so that way we have a very concrete list of what we're trying to achieve and different ways that we can grow. So if I ever call you out on it, if I'm busting your balls, it's okay. It's because I care and I believe in you, and I believe in your success can be greater than what you believe in yourself. So bringing that pressure is really just like making diamonds. It's gonna be amazing. So check it out. I'm gonna flip my camera. So the goal of the critical task is winning the day. And then when we complete those 5 tasks, putting a green complete, hey, you've won the day, you've hit all your missions, like awesome, we're doing stuff. When you win the day after day, hey, we're winning the week, then we're winning the month, then we're winning the year, and it's creating momentum. This can be applied not only to work here at Stretch Zone, but also in life. And that's really, achievement is essential to quality of success. Taking pride, finding your passion, and then how do we align our passions with Stretch Zone's mission. It's like my passion, hey, it's actually fitness and helping people. So helping people move their body, better their body, get back to movement, and helping people to achieve better quality of living, achieve their goals is exactly right there that we can achieve with stretching. And when we put all these things together, we get shit done. So going to critical task number 1. You're gonna see it again. It is clock in, clock out. The reason we're seeing it again, it was not achieved with everyone for the 2 weeks. Something we saw very often. You guys know my rule. Hey, if we don't clock in, clock out, forget to clock out at the end of the day for our breaks, it is a 10 burpee penalty. 10 burpee penalty. So big thing with that one is making sure that you're showing up early. You have the right shirt on, having your hair groomed, whatever it may be, put deodorant on, stick it in your backpack, making sure you're ready to work. And then when we're not working or not being productive, clocking out. Critical task number 2, before you start your day or stretch your first member, create an I am statement. So an I am statement is extremely powerful, not only in achieving, but also believing. When you write an I am statement down on paper or say it out loud, it really makes you hear it so you can believe in yourself and know what your task, what your goal is. So for example, hey, I'm gonna write down, I am gonna make someone's day with my stretching, or I am gonna sell 2 programs, or I am gonna work towards 20 stretches in a day. Whatever that I am statement is, I want you to write it down on 10 times on a piece of paper. Also, I want you to write it on the calendar under your name for the I am, and then verbally say it out loud 10 times. And that's the second part of it, is verbally saying it out loud. Whether you've ever read a book and said it out loud, there's something different about it when you can hear your own voice talking and know what you're saying is the truth. So I want you guys to come up with an I am statement prior to your first stretch, write it down 10 times on a piece of paper, and then verbally say it out loud 10 times. If you need to, pause. It's not just about getting it done, but feeling how you are when you say it. Critical task number 3, giving a member on your table 1 to 2 take-home stretches or homework stretches. I've seen Logan, Corey, Nolan amazing at this, where after they're done with their 28-minute stretch and get them on booked for their next stretch, is giving them something to work on. Hey, have we given you any homework? The reason I love that idea is because we teach people how to fish versus just giving them the fish. Even if they're grumpy and they don't want to do their homework, hey, it's holding someone accountable, just as we do with like getting them in the door, but making sure they're better in their progress. They want to get better. They want to learn about flexibility and how it can improve their life, is giving them homework. 1 to 2 stretches, ask them every single time. Critical task number 4, pick up the phone. Very similar to what we saw the last couple of weeks, but I'm gonna hone in a little bit deeper. I know 20 was quite a bit, but we are focusing on 5 prospect calls and 5 member calls. I'm going back. The reason I want you guys to pick up the phone is there's something much more powerful about hearing a voice. or talking to someone or relaying information very quickly versus just sending a text message. When you see a text message, you assume or just jump to the end conclusion, but I want you guys to pick up the phone and use your voices. The 5 prospect calls, that is people who have expressed interest in Stretch Zone and getting them on the table for a consultation, a demo, because that green on the schedule from consult turns to blue on your schedule, which then turns back into green in your bank account. So I want you guys shooting for 5 prospect calls and then try to get them on the table for a consult. 5 members, that could be people you are currently stretching, have stretched in the past, or stretched one time ever, whatever it may be. It's reaching out to people and having relationships, building relationships. That's like the secret to life, is loving one another and creating relationships with another. So I want you guys working on 5 prospects, 5 members, picking up the phone. Again, this is pass fail, whether we get it or not. My last critical task, number 5, is get on someone's table. Seeing this one again for 10 minutes. Because number 1, when we get on the tables, we feel a heck of a lot better, but also it's an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to ask questions, to try out different stretches on one another and better our skills. When we can better our skills, we can provide a better service and improve upon what we do. Number 1, helping more lives, but also skills pay the motherfucking bills. The better you are at something, the further you're gonna go with life. The better you can sell your product, service, idea, or better sell yourself. Man, I really like the way that Nolan stretches here. Man, I really like how Corey hits the hip flexors. Man, Logan is amazing at stretching shoulders. When you guys get really good at what you do, people will keep coming back to you. If you guys do have any questions about our 5 critical tasks coming up for the next 2 weeks, always ask. Stop, say hey to me, ask me questions, leave me notes, whatever it may be. Again, hey, I want these to be an opportunity to challenge ourselves, push ourselves, not only as employees of Stretch Zone, but as human beings. You can take these 5 critical tasks outside of work into everyday life. Hey, is that me getting my workout in? Is that me eating more vegetables? Is that me drinking more water? Is that me reading a book? Is that me doing something to better my passion with what you want to do in life? If you guys have any questions,